Okay, this is just a quick 2-minute video with some hints and tips on how to calculate equivalent fractions, decimals and percentages. Hey Google, start a 2-minute timer.
Okay, 2 minutes, starting now.
Okay, so you've had a look at the equivalence table and they are the ones that you really need to remember. So for example, you must remember that a quarter is equal to 25% is equal to 0.25. Once you've got that, it's easy then to calculate, for example, 3/4. Because if 1/4 is 25%, all I'm doing is multiplying by 3, because that's what I've done to my numerator, to work out what the equivalent percentages is. The same with the decimal. If I times it by 3, and I could use a written method if I wanted to. Two decimal places. Okay, let's have a look at another example. For example, I need to know that 1/5 is equal to 20% is equal to 0.2. So if I wanted to know what 4/5 were, I've multiplied the numerator by 4. So I would do the same to the percentage and the same to the decimal. Okay, so once you've got those equivalences in your head, it's easy then to work out, for example, 7/10 or 16/20, whichever ones you need to work out. Okay, if you do forget those equivalences, it's quite easy to figure them out. So for example, if let's say you needed to know what 1/10 was, and you're like, oh, I just can't remember what it is as a percentage and a decimal. Well, you can, to find it as a percentage, divide 100, because that's what a percentage is out of, by the denominator. So 100 divided by 10 is 10, and that tells you what percentage it is. And then if I divide that by 100, so 10 divided by 100 gives me what it is as a decimal. Okay, let's have a look at one other one. Let's say if we were looking at, hey Google, stop. Let's say we were looking at a 25th. That's one we haven't even learned. 100 divided by 25 is 4. So 1/25 is 4%. And if I divide that by 100, it's 0.04 as a decimal. Okay? Now, if you've got a percentage or a decimal and you can't remember what that is as a fraction, with a percentage, all you do is put it over 100. So, for example, 17% is 17 over 100. 8% is 8 over 100. And then, if you need to, you could simplify it further if you can. So, that would be 4/50 or 2/25. Okay? And with the decimal, if you multiply it by 100 and then put it over 100, so if you had, for example, 0.93 times it by 100, gives me it as a percentage, 93%, or 93 over 100. Good luck with your work today, everyone.